have our spring concert for the All-Time Wind Ensemble. Behind us is the CHS Wind Ensemble, directed by Mrs. Cass, and I'll let her speak about that. Thank you for coming.
I'm not going to speak for too long, but I want to acknowledge that this is not a group that I rehearse weekly. I think we had 2 rehearsals together, and then it's the concert tonight. This is a fully student-run group, and there are 2 students in this group that really took the reins and organized the rehearsal, organized the personnel, worked out purchasing the music from some country. Where is it? From Japan. And it's just a fabulous group, and it just shows what passion for music can do, and it's literally, we could not be more proud of this group of musicians. So I just want to acknowledge Josh Walsh. He is one of the organizers. And is also one of the leaders here. So this is a really entertaining medley from Batman. I really enjoy it. Thank you.
It's been interesting. This is 2 years and 3 months, I think, tonight. So we started in March of 2012, and right, 2012. And we started with 28 students. Last year, I think we had about 38 students, and this year we have 50. So the unique thing with this group is it keeps getting bigger, and we hope that trend continues. And that's a problem for another day. But to have 50 students and that are committed every week, and their families are committed every week, being part of this, and think that it's a special thing to them, is important to us. And what we're seeing now is a lot of our younger students that started in this group as middle schoolers, whether they were in 7th or 8th grade, are now in high school. So they're part of that high school leadership that we talk about. So that it's an interesting evolution of this group. Whereas we were just trying to find a place for grades 5 through 12 to play together, and now we keep finding new heights and new experiences. Michael was a new experience, and to perform the way they did at that competition, to take the weekend to not only perform for their own schools, but for this ensemble, is a testament to their dedication to this group, and we applaud them for that and appreciate that. And I know that this is one of the highlights of our week, and we'll continue to do it as long as we can. So just so you know, lots of Wednesday nights.
I just have one more acknowledgement before we begin. I want everyone to know that all of our music that you hear on this stage is fully funded by the Chelmsford Friends of Music. That's where we get all of our financial support. So we want to gratefully thank them right now with a huge round of applause from our students and anyone in this room that's thinking about this. Without any further ado, we're going to warm up a little bit in tune, and the first piece is called Joint Twins.
All right, so we have a couple of things we want to discuss. Unfortunately, the person we are going to discuss couldn't make it tonight. So this is for the tape. Hey. All right. Mark Branco has been helping us out all year. He's been an unbelievable resource to us as directors. He's an unbelievable percussionist. He's currently the principal in Littleton. And he takes his time. His daughter's in the group, Hannah, from Parker Middle School, and he takes the time each week to come and work with our percussionists as really a third director. And anytime, he is the former band director at Chelmsford High School. So anytime we have a question or anytime we really need his guidance, he's always there to help us out. And it was really invaluable to us throughout this year. Especially as we have a growing percussion section and both of us play woodwind instruments. It's always nice to have somebody that knows what they're doing instead of kind of saying something cool and then, looking at us weird and maybe listening and just drawing on their own abilities. So he really helped our percussionists to grow throughout the year, and we had nothing to do with their success, actually. So we wanted to thank him, and we purchased him the same jackets that were purchased for us our first year. We went down to Center Sports and got an embroidered jacket. It says Chelmsford Atwe and it says Branco on the sleeve. So also we wanted to thank the band players again for the original jackets because we're continuing the tradition. So we'll give them a round of applause. Alright, this one is a little more lengthy, so we're going to ask Mr. Fee to come out on stage with us. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. We started doing the Atwe Play with Passion Scholarship last year. Anonymous donor had the idea and brought it to our attention, and it was unbelievable. And what we've done is is this in here? Am I ad-libbing it? Okay. All right. Let me just read this then. All right. The Atwe Play with Passion Scholarship was founded in 2013 by an anonymous donor. The scholarship intention is for it to go to a member of Atwe who would like to develop a higher level of musicianship and playing ability on an instrument. Preference was given to students with goals of attending a summer music camp and taking private lessons on their instrument in the summer of 2014-2015 school year. A total of 11 extremely qualified applications came in this year. All of the essays were of astounding quality and demonstrated the strong sense of maturity and thoughtfulness of each applicant. It was extremely difficult to choose a winner, and it was discussed for many hours before a decision could be made. This year, we could not come to a decision of one winner, so instead we chose two. So basically, we read these essays and cry and in the privacy of a dinner table at a restaurant. And it's really funny to watch the waiters kind of work around us as we have all these papers everywhere. It's interesting. So I'm going to introduce the first applicant that we chose as the recipient of the scholarship. One of the recipients of the Play with Passion Scholarship realized that this group was going to be a big challenge at the first rehearsal. This person actually changed his instrument upon joining Atwe and met this challenge with optimism, determination, and perseverance. This person expressed relief and intimidation when he met the CHS leaders for the first time. He was inspired by their skills as leaders, and in his essay credited them for his improvement and inspiration to get better. As a current high school member, he continues to evolve and develop his role as a leader in this ensemble. It was special to see this transformation happen in one of our students as they progress from middle to high school. This person leads by example and often spends hours and afternoons in the McCarthy Band Room after school, tirelessly practicing his percussion parts for both Atwe and CHS Band. To quote his winning essay, I believe Atwe has made me feel part of something bigger than I have ever been a part of before. Atwe is lucky to have a person like this as a leader, and we couldn't be more proud of his accomplishments. We are proud to say that this person will be using his scholarship to further himself as a percussionist with private lessons this year. This person I've worked with for a little while in the Parker Band and also in Atwe, and personally, he and I have had a strong connection, educator, student, and sometimes I'm very hard on this person, very, very hard on him. And the reason I am is because I know he can handle it, and I know that he knows we love him, and that we're just intense because of the music. And he respects that and works his butt off every day, and he is one of the funniest people in the group, whether he means to be or not. He's we are happy to announce one of this year's scholarship recipients is Anthony Jazz Bud Deltrek.
The second winner of the Play with Passion Scholarship wrote an essay that we wish everyone here could have read. This person expressed what Atwe has done for him from the beginning, calling it the activity of the many weekly obligations that he has. He calls Atwe the jump start in the middle of every week. He writes that when he picks up his instrument, his problems melt away. This recipient also discussed the first time he met Mr. Wright and I. He wrote that he met me way back in second grade where we shared a love-hate relationship. As I read through the essay, I was happy to realize that the hate part of the relationship was about the recorder and not me at all. He wrote that he started to love music while he was a member of the 4th grade chorus at South Row, and shortly after that, we started flute lessons together. Very differently, this person met Mr. Wright. He described him as the cool teacher that everyone loved. He looked forward to seeing him every day because he was one of the best people he knew. This person fell in love with the jazz genre because of Mr. Wright's new direction with the McCarthy Jazz Band this year. To quote his essay, he taught me not just to read through the music, but to speak through the music, because jazz is all about emotion and the unique spins you can put on it. He writes that his best friends are in Atwe, and that it's a place where we don't judge, we just enjoy and have fun. He wrote that Atwe makes him who he is because it is where he met the people that molded his life into something incredible, and he thanks the whole ensemble for that. To make one final quote in his essay, he wrote that, "I someday hope I can influence others through the power of music. I hope young middle school students can look at a male flute player and see that it's okay to play any instrument that you love and no harm can come of it." The second recipient of the Play with Passion Scholarship is going to use the money to further himself on the piccolo or the French horn, which he just started a couple of months ago. And we would really love to congratulate Ben Cote. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't cry. Thought I would. And thank you to Mr. McPhee for helping us with the scholarship presentation. He is a tireless supporter of our group. And I know you must have read this in your program, but this next piece that we're going to perform is entitled Nepalese Braid. It was actually composed, it's an original piece of music for wind ensemble composed by our bassoonist and 7th grader at Parker Middle School, John Lambert. So we hope you enjoy Nepalese Braid.
I don't think anybody wants to hear from me, but I think we do want to hear from the kids, right? So I'm going to walk over to Amy. Us, as the Atwe Ensemble, have a song to sing to our conductors. It was written and composed by Amy and Emily Bruce. Please stand up.